welcome to Blind Pomegranate Tarot. I'm Christine. How are you today? If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Hi, how you been? Hope you've been good. So, what are we doing today? Well, this morning, I'm coming to a point where I've had a little bit of a busy, rough patch, and it's coming to a conclusion, thankfully, and I was feeling kind of very off. I was going to say kind of off, but not. I was feeling very off. So I thought, well, I'm going to focus on that during my meditation this morning. And then I was inspired during my meditation to pull the cards for myself, which is something I don't normally do. I'm not particularly good at reading for myself. You know, too much ego gets in the way. I am working on that. But when I was all done being, well, I'll be honest with you, being read to filth by Spirit, I was like, really? Okay. Well, I did. All right. So I took my advice and I promised that I would listen. I'm going to work on all of those things. But when I was done, I asked Spirit, I said, okay, so since we're talking, why don't you tell me what kind of reading I should do for our Thursday? Pick a card. And so I started shuffling out the cards, and I was using tarot only, and the 10 of coins came out, and I was like, okay. And then I heard advice from the coins. So today we are doing practical advice from the coins. Now, the coins, for those who don't know, the coins are the equivalent of the pentacles, okay? So different decks call them different things, and in that deck it was coins, but it's the pentacles. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the pentacles or the coins are everything earthly, everything daily life, everything like your home, your job, your family, going to the grocery store, taking the kids to soccer practice, you know, school, that kind of thing. Okay, so everything earthly in your 3D life, right? So, and did I say earth? Yes, they're earth signs, okay? So if you're an earth sign, you may resonate with that. But, so what I did was, I went digging for some coins. And I found some very unusual ones. I thought, oh goodness, this was something that maybe they had planned for me. So we have 3 piles here to choose from. Now the first pile here, I don't even know what this is, you guys. I mean, I don't think it's legal tender. I don't know what it is or where it came from. And I'm not sure if you can see it there, but it has an angel on it. And I thought, that's very cool. Where did you come from? I have no idea. So that's pile 1. And coin number 2, this one is very unusual too, but it's like a memorial coin for the Marine Corps. Now my grandfather was a Marine, so I don't know where this came from either, but when I went to dig, I found it and I was like, well, okay. So that's like a memorial coin for the Marine Corps. And the third one, I do know where this came from. It's a penny, and my mom found it on a walk one day, and of course, so she thought, find a penny, pick it up, all the day you have good luck. So that's pile number 3. So, to help you choose for some practical advice from the coins, what I ask everyone to do every single time we do pick a card is to do a very brief little meditation with me, and you can do this as many times as you want. I'll run through it with just the one time with you. And what I ask you to do is put your feet flat on the floor, put your hands in your lap with your palms up, and what this is going to do is root you to the earth and open you to the universe. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose for 5, we're going to hold it for 2, and we're going to push it out our mouth for 3. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring in new energy and push out the old, so you can sit back into your intuition and pick just the right pile. Now, before we do that, there are a couple different ways you can choose. I'll have the timestamps down below for you, so you can choose that way. Maybe one of those numbers resonate for you. You can run the numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and see if any of those numbers pop out for you. Of course, you can choose by the coins, okay? If you are able to see auras, maybe you see an aura on one of these piles or on the coin themselves. Maybe you can even see them vibrate or move, or almost like they're breathing, that kind of thing. So, I will do this meditation with you real quick. Do it as many times as you need to. Really sit back into your intuition. You can't choose wrong. This is practical advice. So there's going to be something in here that resonates for everybody. And if you'd like more than one little bit of advice, if you'd really like Spirit to do to you what they did to me and read me to filth today, well, dig in. put your feet up and have a nice long listen to all 3 files. That's up to you. It's perfectly fine. And this is timeless. So anytime you come across this, it was meant for you today. Okay? So let's start our meditation. Feet on the floor, hands in your laps, palms up, and let's go. Okay. Do that as many times as you need to. Really sit back and listen to your intuition and see what it tells you, because I'm really looking forward to this. These are only tarot cards. I've pulled no oracles or anything else. We're going to dive deep and get some really in-depth information for everybody about some practical things you need to know for your practical everyday life. Okay? I'll see you at your reading. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the coin with the angel on it. So I'm going to put that right up there. And remember, what we're doing today is we are asking for some practical advice from the coins. So I'm just going to jump into it. Well, for those of you who are new here, let me explain how I work a little differently. You can see the cards are already laid out. I do that for 2 reasons. I am legally blind, and I have a lot of friends that are as well, so I will run through all the cards and explain them so everybody who cannot see them can hear them and participate equally. And also, this gives me the opportunity to meditate on the cards for a minute and bring to the forefront the information I receive from the download, so I give you guys just the right information. Okay? So, my friends, this is very interesting. But I will start at the very beginning here. We have the 8 of Cups, followed by, well, it says Justice, but this is the same as the Judgment card. Okay? So we have the 8 of Cups, we have Justice, followed by the Queen of Swords. And then we have, if I can pick it up and bring it to the front here, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Then I'm going to move on down to the second row. Now, normally I wouldn't set them out like this, but this is very unusual. Some very clear information here for you guys, okay? We have the Fool. Next to that, we have the 8 of Cups again. The 8 of Cups again. Now, I used a couple of different decks here, so you got the 8 of Cups twice, okay? And then you received the 6 of Swords, excuse me. Glasses on, glasses off. And then you received the 4 of Pentacles. Here you go, 4 of Pentacles. And then again, you got the Judgment card. So you have Judgment and Justice. They are the same. And you have 2 8 of Cups. Very unusual. And a very clear message here for some of you. They may be a little bit differently, but I'm going to tell you what I heard and saw at first, okay? So remember that the Pentacles, which is what we're talking about, the coins, right, are about home life. They're about anything that has to do with this sort of earthly life that you're living right now. Okay? And in this case, what I heard was you may have some legal entanglements right now. Moreover, I think that there are some of you who may be contemplating or going through a divorce right now. You have 2 of the 8 of Cups, walking away, leaving it behind. You have 2, Judgment and Justice. Okay, this tells me that this is legal matters that you guys are dealing with. You have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. That means something's out of balance. Okay, and I think that your home life is out of balance. You have the 5 of Swords, walking away, giving up, surrendering. Okay, so, and you have the Fool. You may be contemplating whether or not this is something that you should be jumping into. Okay, but everything here is telling me that you're moving in the correct direction. Okay, that this is happening and it is necessary for you. For others of you, this may actually be some sort of court system. You're somehow in the courts. This could be about bankruptcy. This could be about financial windfall. This could also be about receiving a judgment of some kind, a financial judgment of some kind. Right now, a lot of this advice is about walking away to bring yourself back into balance. Leaving where you're at, leaving behind where you're at. Don't be afraid of it, okay? It is time to move on. It is time to move into this, accept this, and jump in, okay? The fact that you have the Eight of Cups twice and that you have Judgment twice, that's not coincidence, okay? I used 3 separate tarot decks, okay? This is a very clear message. I feel very strongly that there's some significant amount of you or somebody very in particular that this is about divorce. The Queen of Swords, this is you standing up and speaking your truth and standing up for yourself and being strong for you, okay? This is you. You are the Queen of Swords. It's time to start talking. It's time to start speaking up. Now, you don't have to be male or female to be represented by the Queen of Swords, okay? But this is what it's telling me. For certain, this is a situation you need to walk away from. This is something that you need to be done with. If you have some kind of court case where you're waiting for a judgment or something like that, it's time to settle, okay? It's time to settle so you can move on and bring your life back in balance. Speak up for yourself and what you want. It's okay to leap into this. It's okay to, if you're looking to be divorced, you've been thinking about this for a while, maybe a separation or something like that. This is telling you it's time to talk. It's time to speak up. It's time to say it. It's time to tell your truth. And it's time, and you don't need to hold back. You won't be the fool for doing it. This is telling you it's time to walk away. It's enough. This is a burden you've been carrying. This is a fight, a battle you've been going through. And it's coming to an end, okay? It is no coincidence you got 2 Judgment cards and 2 Eight of Cups. There's no coincidence there. This is an ending. This is something that needs to come to an end so you can bring everything back into balance. Your 2 of Pentacles in reverse and your 4 of Pentacles upright. It's time for that. So whether or not this is a financial, a criminal, a divorce case, something like that, you or my group are definitely having some sort of dealings with the court system somehow, okay? And the very first thing I heard was divorce or separation of that nature, okay? And that this spread here, okay, is telling me that this is a positive move for you, okay? That it's not a foolish move. It is what is necessary to bring your life back into balance, and that you literally deserve the judgment. You literally deserve the justice, okay? So if you're waiting for some kind of resolution from the court, from a court system, okay, I just heard a child support or child judgment about a shared custody or something like that. I just heard that. So I think that this is definitely coming to a conclusion for you, but you have to speak up for yourself. You absolutely need to speak up for yourself. That's what this is telling you. That the time for this is over, and justice and judgment is on its way to you. And that don't be foolish. Don't feel like you're being foolish for wanting this for yourself. You deserve this for yourself. You deserve this resolution. You've had this battle going on for a very long time, and it's coming to resolution. And it's coming to resolution in your favor. I strongly believe that if you stand up for yourself, whatever this outcome is, it will be what is best for you. Even if you don't agree with every single step of this, the way that this turns or unfolds for you, it is, of course, meant for you in the way that it happens. It truly is. There's no question here about what this spread is about. Eight of Cups twice, justice and judgment twice. There's just no question about that. Somehow you're working your way through the justice system somehow, and this is talking about conclusions coming for you and getting you back into alignment and how to do that. And it really is going to come down to you speaking up for yourself. That's absolutely how it is. And being strong, being the Queen of Swords, and standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. That is really how it's going to conclude for you. Regardless of how it comes out, it's meant to be this way. Okay, so this is more of a confirmation about what you're going through in your life and how to accept it, and how to be strong in your power, and know that this is coming to a conclusion very, very soon. And it is how it is meant to be for you. Let me sit with it just for 1 second. It may not be any coincidence that you got that you chose the angel card there, coin. See if I hear anything else for you guys, okay? But this was very, very clear to me. Okay, I just heard financial entanglements. So you may be battling a little bit about who's going to pay for what and how that's going to happen. Let me see if I can get some sort of time frame for you guys, okay? Hang on 1 sec. That's weird, okay. I don't know why I heard Wednesday. I don't know why I heard that. October. I just heard October. Okay. So, that may seem like a million miles away to you guys, but I'm just telling you what I'm hearing, okay? I don't know why I heard Wednesday, but maybe that's significant to somebody. But this is the resolution. This is your practical coin advice, okay? Is to be strong. I know that this is difficult. Never is it that anything going through the justice system is easy, okay? But know that you're doing the right thing. This is confirmation for you that you're doing the right thing, and to stand up in your own voice and let yourself be heard. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. But keep the faith. Keep the faith. Your spirit guides are watching out for you, for sure. Well, I hope that resonated. I hope that helped. That was very specific, so I think that there's someone that resonates with really specifically. And like I said, sometimes spirit can really read us to filth. I know I had my fair share of that this morning. But yeah, the practical advice is stand up for yourself. And be patient. It will work out for you, I promise. Okay, I hope I get to see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. How are you today? I hope you're good. So you guys chose the Marine Corps coin. I don't know where that came from, but I'm happy it's here. So, remember what we're asking today is about some practical advice from the coins, which is, of course, your earth signs, your everyday life, everything that goes on in your human experience, right? The one that you're having right now. So, I'm going to, for those of you who are new here, let me explain. I lay out the cards first for 2 reasons. 1, I am legally blind, and I have friends that are as well. So I will run through all the cards and explain them so that those who cannot see it can hear it and participate equally. And 2, this gives me a chance to lay out the cards and meditate on them so I can bring to the forefront the information I got from the meditation download for your particular deck and get you as much information as I can. So that's why they're already laid out, but I will run through them right now. Okay, so your very first card. I love these cards, they're so pretty. Very first card is the 4 of Wands. Set my glasses aside here, guys. Just 1 sec. There you go. 4 of Wands. And then you received the King of Swords. Okay. Next to that, we have the Moon. Okay. And next to that, we have, I just moved all the cards around. Bear with me, guys. So sorry. And next to that, we have the Daughter of Wands. Now, in this particular deck, Daughter of Wands is the Page of Wands. Okay. But it's the family deck. It's a family tarot deck, and I love using it especially when we are talking about family. Okay. On the second row, you have the High Priestess. I have quite a bit of major arcana here. That's pretty cool. And then you've got the Father of Swords. So, lots of court cards as well. And then you got the King of Cups. Lots of court cards. And finally you got the 9 of Wands. Okay. So, the very first thing that I heard, felt, when I pulled these is an engagement. okay, a proposal. Okay, for some of you, this is going to resonate for you. I got that somebody, okay, is heading to the altar. The very first card, the Four of Wands, is about celebration. There's definitely a family celebration coming up here. When I first saw that, the very first thing I heard was an engagement. Okay, now that's not going to resonate for everybody, but we'll get on with it. Okay, so next to the King of Swords, this may be a person who is whenever I see the King of Swords, regardless of what deck it's in, I always think of stern dad. Okay, this is a dad who is super practical. This is the man who is super practical, is well spoken, is well educated, and has no fear of speaking his mind. Okay. And then you got the Moon, which immediately I felt like, okay, there's a little something hiding, and that may be the proposal I'm talking about. Okay, I don't think it's happened yet. Okay. Or for some of you, this may be something that you need to understand about this person before you make your decision. Okay. Now, followed up by the Daughter of Wands. Now, she is very much in her feels. Okay. The Daughter of Wands is emotional. She's kind of young. She's a little bit less experienced. And so in that case, that could represent you, or it could represent the fact that you have maybe a teenage daughter in your life. And some of this is a little bit confusing for you because you're not quite sure how that would affect your child if you did get married, that sort of thing. But I do see it as, or you're just in a relationship and you're not... maybe you're thinking about moving in together, that sort of thing, or you're looking to become closer with this person and your children are a concern for you, okay? So that's a recognition of that, okay? And then, of course, we move on to the High Priestess, which is telling me, you know what, don't worry about it. Sit back into your intuition. Your intuition is very, very strong. You may be an intuitive, you may be a psychic, you may be a medium, something like that, that you very easily can sit back into your own intuition. Know your truth, know how this is going to affect you. And that's probably what it is that you're very much a thinker, okay? You're a planner, a header, right? You think 10, 15, 20, 30 steps ahead. And that's why you're concerned about how this may affect your kids, okay? So that's if that resonates for you. Otherwise, if you're a young energy and you're looking for this and you are hoping and you're like, it's hidden, what's happening? Is he going to ask me? What's going to happen? that may be there for you. That's where the Moon comes in, okay? And then, of course, it's followed by the Father of Swords. Very much a like I said, stern dad sort of. My goodness, you have the Father of Swords twice. That just hit me. The King of Swords, the Father of Swords, like I said, in this deck is family oriented. So, oh my goodness, you have the Father of Swords twice. So this is a very practical person. My goodness, my goodness. I may very much be a Marine or maybe in the military somehow. And that's why, my goodness. So I used 3 different decks here, and the fact that the King of Swords came out twice is very interesting, especially as they lay just right underneath each other. So this person may remind you very much of a male in your family, that sort of very strong and somebody you can really depend on and somebody you can feel safe with kind of person. That may be who we're talking about, because it's here twice. So you may actually feel like, oh, this person reminds me of my dad, or this person reminds me of my grandfather, and I feel very safe with them. I hope they ask me to marry him. You know what I mean? That's where your mind is going towards. And although you're worried about your kids and how this may affect them, I think that this person is very trustworthy, very, very trustworthy. That's absolutely what the fact that you've got the King of Swords twice. Well, I can't believe I missed that until just now. But yeah, you've got the King of Swords twice. That's very interesting. I like that a lot. And then you have the King of Cups again. So it's not just that he's, and I'm sorry, I'm going with he, because it just is very, very dominant here. I can't ignore that, okay? But the King of Cups is both practical and emotional. Both can be very tender and can be very strong. Okay, so kind of the combination of the both. Okay, of, like, say, the King of Wands and the King of Swords combined, it's the King of Cups. That's very cool. And then you have here the Nine of Wands. Now this is telling me that maybe this has been a very long relationship. And you're getting kind of weary of it. And you're kind of like, where are we going? I need to know, like now. Okay. I don't want to sit around forever and wait. Okay. So that may have been something that is also hidden from you. You're confused about, where this is actually going for you. But like I said, when I first pulled out the cards, I was like, proposal. So I think somebody is very definitely talking about moving in together, or making a long-term relationship somehow, or marriage somehow. That is very true. And that instinctively, using your intuition, that this is correct, and that this is right for you, and that this feels good, and that you don't have anything to worry about. You've got the King of Swords twice and the King of Cups. Okay, so this is a good guy. This is a good person. I think that you can fully trust that person. This could very well be a feminine that is of a more masculine energy. Now, I get that a lot from my Reiki master. Going, goodness, you have a lot of masculine energy, and I do, because I'm very strong-willed and strong-minded and independent. So it could be that as well. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing for this. Okay, this is your practical advice: is listen to your own intuition in this situation. You've been questioning this, or this is something you want to move forward with, and by all accounts, this seems like the right time to me, and that they're acknowledging that you're worried about your kids and how they'll do with it. But no, I think it's right. I think it's right for you. I see absolutely nothing negative here and everything positive, and I think that that's very cool. That you're pretty smart. You're a pretty smart cookie, and you know what you're doing. And a celebration is on the way. I think if this is, you know what? If this is resonating for you, I would love to hear about it. I want an invitation. No, I'm just kidding. Sort of. No, I'm kidding. But I think that this is all very, very positive. I'm smiling from ear to ear for you. I think that this is wonderful. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. But your practical advice is trust yourself. You know what's right, and that it's on its way to you. Or have that conversation. Have that conversation. Be open and have that conversation if that's what you're looking for. Okay? Because it seems to me you might be a little bit tired of waiting. So time to have that conversation. Because I think the King of Swords and the King of Cups is open to that as well. Very reasonable, loving person. Okay? I hope that helped. I hope that resonated for you. All of these pulls have been so pinpoint and exactly their advice and who this is out for. But I think it's beautiful. Well, good luck to you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I get to see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. How are you? So you chose the penny. Found on the sidewalk by my mom. Pennies are supposed to be good luck. Isn't that right? That's what they say. So let's see if that's good luck. What do you say? It's very nostalgic, which fits right in. So for those of you who are new here, let me explain. I read a little differently. I am legally blind, and so I have a lot of friends that are as well. So I will lay out the cards, I will run through them and describe them so that everybody who cannot see them can hear them and participate equally. Secondly, that gives me an opportunity to sit with the cards and meditate for a moment with them and pull from my download meditation the information that best serves you and what they want you to know. Okay? So that's why the cards are already out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the beginning. Let's start at the top, shall we? Okay. So the very first card that you got was the Six of Cups. I'm going to run through them and then we'll talk about them, okay? And then you got the Tower. Okay. Next to that, you have the King of Cups. He has made some appearances today, I tell you what. In every single one of these. And then you got the Lovers. Okay. On the bottom row here, you have I'm sorry, this is in reverse. Let me turn around so you can actually see it. The Mother of Swords in reverse. Okay, now the Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords in this deck. Okay, it's equivalent to. And then you have the Ten of Wands. Okay, next to that, you have the Eight of Cups Eight of Cups has come up repeatedly as well. My goodness gracious. Now I use 3 separate tarot decks. So it's very interesting that these are the ones that keep coming up. And then you got the Star. And finally, the last card you got is the King of Pentacles. Of course, the King of Coins, which is what we're talking about today. So let's start from the beginning. What I see here is that you are very much in your nostalgia. You are very much thinking back on the past. You are very much thinking about a past relationship. You are feeling some need, almost a honoring of this relationship, as if it's something that you should do because you're a very traditional person. Okay, and so you are reminiscing, thinking back on, this is how this used to be, this is how things were. Do you remember when? This is a past relationship. You have the Lovers card here, but this is definitely a past relationship because the 6 is telling me that you're very much in your nostalgia right now. This could have been a very long time ago. This could have been a relationship you had when you were much younger. This could be somebody that you're separated from quite a while ago, okay? That this person's personality is sort of Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords, very well-educated and can speak her mind or his mind. And this doesn't necessarily have to be masculine or feminine, okay? But that you are feeling some... Well, you're just looking back a lot, okay? And so this is Spirit recognizing that that's what you're doing. At the same time, you are looking to the future, and you're thinking, is going back the way to go, or is going forward the way to go? Is going back to this previous relationship? I don't think that you're in contact in any way right now. The Mother of Swords is in reverse. I think that right now this is a no contact situation, okay? But you are doing a lot of reminiscing about it. A lot of reminiscing about how that relationship used to be, how different it would be if you were in it now, as a, your different place in your life. You may even feel some need to honor that by trying again, right? But I think the practical advice here is that you clearly have that other side of your coin, okay? There's another side to you, right? That's saying, no, I need to move forward, not backwards. It's nice to think about those things, how great it was once, okay? But the Star is saying, we're trying to illuminate to you that there's somebody else out there, okay? There's some new pentacle, there's some new coin out there for you, okay? And that it's lovely to honor where you came from. It's lovely to honor the nostalgia of this very significant relationship for you. But that it's time to find yourself a new lover, okay? Someone bright, new, shining star, okay? That can illuminate your life again and not draw you back to maybe where you used to be, because it doesn't serve you and it doesn't serve them, and you're not in any contact right now, so it may be good just to let that lay, okay? And I think the practical advice here is move on, move forward, step into the next. This is going to do you, I'm not saying that it's going to bring any harm to you to look back and think, this was lovely. This part of our life was good. Maybe we can correct what wasn't good about it and try again. But I don't think that that's the answer for you. I think that they want to illuminate a new person for you. Okay, they want to illuminate a new experience for you, a new beginning for you, a new chapter in your life. And that going back and rereading that book is not going to help you. And that's the practical advice here. I see that you're definitely someone who honors tradition. You honor family. You honor that way of life. Marriage is something that's very significant to you and it's very important to you, and a good, healthy, long-term relationship is very important to you. But I don't think that going backwards is going to serve you. Because I think here, the star is telling me they really have someone in mind for you. Okay? They really have someone who's going to illuminate your future. Okay? That there's a new lover, a bright new one on its way to you. And that spending your time thinking about how things used to be, okay, is not the answer. Because, you know, you're not in contact with this person. I strongly believe that, because the Mother of Swords is upside down. That it's not going to help you to go back again. It's not, and it's not going to help them either. That's not something that's good for them either. Especially since it seems to me that Spirit here is trying to tell you that they have something good waiting for you. Okay? I hope that helped. I hope that was clear for you. I hope that it's lovely to look back on your life when you were younger, or how things used to be, or relationship, how something used to be, but it's always better to move forward, and that's the clear advice here. They've got someone waiting for you on the sidelines to bring to you, and looking backwards you're gonna miss what's right in front of you if you're constantly looking in the rear view mirror. Am I right? Okay, sorry about the dog barking. I think we're getting a delivery. Just like they want to deliver something to you. Do you like that segue? Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Good luck. Good luck to you. And let me know how that resonated for you. Let me know how this goes for you. Nostalgia is beautiful, but the future is bright. Okay? Bye, guys. I hope I see you next time.